Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Procelion and this is the Monisodes channel. And today I'm going to be answering the questions in Birdkeeper Toby's Wants to Battle Tag 2022. A tag made to help PokeTubers both new and old introduce themselves and find new people in the PokeTuber space. And with all that said, let's get started. Question 1. What is your favourite Pokemon of Generation 9? Now, at the time of recording, I haven't actually picked up Scarlet and Violet yet. However, I have seen the full Pokedex, and I've already picked out a few favourites that I might want to try. From the second it was revealed, I have loved Farigiraf. It actually looks like a giraffe now, and quite frankly, I think Girafarig needed it. Bonus points for being absolutely adorable. And speaking of adorable, Finizen has to be the cutest water type this generation. I want 10 of them! I can't quite put my finger on what it is about Mousehold that I find appealing. Maybe it's the fact that it's 2 Pokemon in 1, essentially, or 4 rather. But I do know that its name is a work of genius. And I would love it just for that name alone. Clodsire is an absolute doof. And I literally did laugh out loud when I saw him for the first time. Definitely going to be picking this one up and seeing what it's capable of. And finally, I was under the impression that I'd grown out of using legendaries in the main playthrough, but if I get the chance to use Xianpao in my main game playthrough,
I will take it to the Hall of Fame and keep it there, because I love the fact that we finally have a snow leopard. And it's actually made of snow. And in case you couldn't tell already, I'm a cat person. Ha! Question number 2. Why is your YouTube name your YouTube name? Well, the name of this channel is pretty easy to understand. Where Pokemon is Pocket and Monster, and Fakemon is Fake and Monster, Monisodes is a combination of monster and episodes, because it's episodes about monsters. Or episodes about fakemon, if you prefer. That's the simple part. My main channel's name is Procelion, and that dates way back. It was in my early days of making fakemon. I must have been around 10 or 11 at the time. And one of the main types of Pokemon that I used to make back then was evolutions. I sketched down a lot of different names and a lot of different types for different evolutions, most of which have been lost now, unfortunately. But among those names that I had written down, one of the ones that I found the most interesting was Procelion. I had absolutely no idea what type it would have been or what it would have looked like. I didn't really think about that when I was 10. I just thought it sounded cool at the time. And evidently I kept that name in my head because when I finally made a DeviantArt account, Procelion was the name that I dug up and used as my own name, and I've been using that name ever since. So Monisodes is a combination of monster and episodes to describe what the channel is about, and Procelion is the recycled name of a childhood evolution that I never ended up making. And the crazy part about that Procelion story is that I've never actually told it to anyone, or at the very least it hasn't been publicly explained. So yeah, it's out there now. I'm an evolution, but I'm not an evolution. The paradox is real.
Question 3. What is the best video you've made this year?
This is my first video on the channel.
Which I suppose would make this the best video by default, but did you know that in terms of non-video things that I've done this year, the best thing has got to be Faketober 2022. This was something that I decided to do pretty much out of the blue, just on a whim, and I had a surprising amount of fun with it. I even got some really good feedback from the Discord servers I'm in. Not to mention it was a really good exercise for my creativity. I would absolutely do this again. Question 4. What can your viewers expect from you in 2023? Well, it just so happens that I do have a few videos in the works. I've been working on them since this channel was created a few months ago, and both of them are coming along pretty well as my other ideas. The first video that I have planned will go over the 2 custom Pokemon types that I've used in my dexes. This will be a very important video to get out first, and when it comes out I do encourage people to watch it. It will provide so much context for some fakemon that I have going forward. And speaking of those fakemon, they will be introduced in the first official monisode that I plan to release just after the type video. Episode 1 will go way back to before the beginning, and it will introduce some of the first Pokemon? What? And it will introduce some of the first fakemon that I ever created, including one that has only ever been drawn with pencil. I've also finished a thumbnail for a video that I've been wanting to make for ages now, but I don't think I'm ready to reveal what it's about just yet. It needs a bit more time in the microwave. Question 5. What milestones are you looking forward to? Well, at the time of recording, my main channel has 210 subscribers, while this channel only has 1. Exactly how they found this channel, I have absolutely no idea, but that's besides the point. So if I can get this channel to meet, or better yet exceed, that number of subscribers, that would be absolutely incredible. As far as personal milestones go, I will be aiming to review and redesign almost all of the Pokemon that I made before making my first official dex. There are some that I've chosen not to redesign, but we will get there when we get there. But that is my main goal as of now. We'll just see if I achieve those. Not quite a question 6 and 7. Recommend a channel with less subscribers you think people will like, and tag 3 people. Well, I can ignore the subscriber criteria considering I can count the amount of subscribers that I have on one paw. And that's quite an achievement because Panthort only have 3 toes. But I will definitely recommend Tank Runner, BP Bludgeon, and Neck Punch, all of which do really good Fakemon content. I will recommend and tag Yeet Yeffy, who is a really good artist. I will tag and recommend Pokebrawl, and I will tag and recommend Dead Bedspread, whose Fakemon review series single-handedly inspired the creation of this channel. So think of the tag as a little bit of a thank you. And that is all of the questions. I do hope you enjoyed watching. If you're into Fakemon content, stick around, because that is what I created this channel to do. To design Fakemon, to review old Fakemon, just Fakemon in general. I have been Procelion, and I hope to see you again, right here, on Monisodes.